Saint Augustine of Hippo is one of the most influential thinkers in Christian history. His journey, from restless youth to profound philosopher and bishop, has shaped Western thought for more than 1,600 years. But behind the towering legacy is a deeply human story, a man wrestling with desire, ambition, doubt, and ultimately, transformation. Today, we explore the remarkable life of Saint Augustine, a life that proves no one is beyond redemption. Augustine was born in 354 AD in North Africa, in the Roman town of Thagaste, modern-day Algeria. His mother, Monica, was a devout Christian. His father, Patricius, was a pagan who valued status and worldly success. From a young age, Augustine showed extraordinary intelligence. His parents invested heavily in his education, sending him to study rhetoric, the art of persuasive speech. Augustine excelled. He dreamed of fame, influence, and a brilliant career in the Roman world. But even as he rose academically, he felt a growing restlessness inside. Later, he would describe his young heart as a turbulent sea, pulled in every direction except peace. As a young man, Augustine embraced the pleasures of the world. He entered a long-term relationship outside of marriage and fathered a son, Adeodatus, whom he loved deeply. He also became fascinated with philosophy and joined a religious movement called Manichaeism, a belief system that promised intellectual sophistication and easy answers to the problem of evil. For nearly a decade, Augustine chased success, pleasure, and philosophical certainty. He taught rhetoric in Carthage, then in Rome, and eventually in Milan, the cultural heart of the Western Empire. But despite his achievements, he felt increasingly empty. His ambitions weren't satisfying him. His beliefs weren't convincing him. His lifestyle wasn't grounding him. Augustine later wrote, "I had become a question to myself." Throughout Augustine's wandering years, one person never gave up on him: his mother, Monica. She prayed for him constantly, followed him across continents, and pleaded with God to guide her son home. In Milan, Augustine encountered Bishop Ambrose, a brilliant preacher whose intellectual approach to Scripture captivated him. For the first time, Augustine saw Christianity not as superstition, but as a profound, rational, and beautiful worldview. Ambrose's sermons, combined with Monica's unwavering love, began to break through Augustine's defenses. He found himself torn between the life he was living and the life he sensed he was called to. Augustine's turning point came in 386 AD. Overwhelmed by inner conflict, he retreated to a garden in Milan. There he broke down in tears, wrestling with his desires and his longing for truth. He suddenly heard a child's voice chanting from a nearby house, "Take and read, take and read." Interpreting it as a divine sign, Augustine opened a copy of Paul's letters and read a passage urging believers to abandon a life of indulgence and put on Christ. In that moment, Augustine felt a surge of clarity and peace. He later wrote, "You called, you shouted, and you broke through my deafness." Augustine decided to leave behind his old life. He resigned from his prestigious career, ended his relationship, and prepared for baptism. In 387 AD, Augustine, along with his son Adeodatus and his friend Alypius, was baptized by Bishop Ambrose during the Easter Vigil. Shortly afterward, tragedy struck. Both Monica and Adeodatus died within a short time of each other. Grieving but determined, Augustine returned to North Africa. He sold his possessions, gave the proceeds to the poor, and founded a small monastic community dedicated to prayer, study, and simplicity. Augustine hoped for a quiet life of contemplation, but the Christian community in Hippo had other plans. During a church service, the congregation urged their bishop to ordain Augustine as a priest. Reluctantly, he accepted. Within a few years, he became Bishop of Hippo, a role he would hold for more than 3 decades. Augustine preached constantly, wrote tirelessly, and guided his community through political turmoil, theological disputes, and the collapse of the Roman Empire in the West. Augustine's writings, especially Confessions and The City of God, remain foundational to Christian theology and Western philosophy. His reflections on desire, freedom, grace, and the human heart continue to resonate across centuries. But perhaps his greatest legacy is the honesty of his journey. Augustine never pretended to be perfect. He showed that transformation is possible, even for the most restless soul. His life invites us to believe that truth can be found, peace can be discovered, and that no one is too far gone to begin again.